Education is the great equalizer. My mother has quoted this to me ever since I can remember. And while I've grown up in the fabulous world of PTSA bake sales and scholastic book fairs, I understand that my reality is much different from my mother's. My mother came to the United States from South Korea when she was 5 years old. Not speaking the language and suddenly submersed into a new culture, there's no way she could have dreamed about what lay ahead. From immigration to the Ivy League, my mother quite literally became the American dream. I believe in the power of public education because I see what it's done with every privilege and opportunity I have. It's because of this I know that for public education to be effective, it has to be utilized correctly. So then, what does this look like? Well, that's a much larger question. With this speech, I will talk about the necessity of a robust education system with accurate and accessible materials for students. We'll see what the California State Board of Education has to do in order to achieve this, and what we ourselves must do to be the change we want. In April of 2018, a charter school in San Antonio issued a formal apology after an 8th grade American history teacher gave students an assignment titled "The Life of Slaves, a Balanced View." This assignment asked students to list both the positives and negatives of chattel slavery. Pause. If what I just said doesn't sound like a historically accurate portrayal of American slavery, it's because it isn't. Sadly, serious issues ranging from slavery to sexual education get watered down or miscontorted into misrepresentations of the truth. When students fail to fully understand these topics, they struggle to make sense of themselves and their role in the world around them. So what then has to be done? Well, our best answer lies in quality materials written by scholars who have deep and wide understanding on their subjects. But even if we have the most fabulous resources, that alone is simply not enough. Ultimately, it's panelists on the California State Board of Education who determine what students learn in their schools. We need to hold these individuals accountable to make sure that they are making decisions that benefit the interests of public education instead of perpetuating their own political agendas or beliefs. But it's not just these select individuals who can make a difference. I myself am fortunate enough to serve on my district's Student Advisory Committee. And while I don't have as much influence as, say, a panelist on the State Board of Education, it's still really empowering for me to know that I have a voice and my opinion gets heard. So I encourage you, no matter who you are, if you see something in our district that needs to be changed, speak out. Anyone can request to make a public comment at the next school board meeting or apply to join a district advisory committee. Change might take a community to keep it going, but it ultimately starts with one voice brave enough to light the fire. So no matter who you are, student, teacher, parent, or otherwise concerned community member, dare to speak out and make a difference. You'll never know how much it'll change. Now, to close, today we looked at the dangers of misinformation in our public schools. We saw how the California State Board of Education can prevent this issue, and also how we can be the answer to the challenges presented today. And so I would like to leave you with this. Education is neither static nor perfect. It's dynamic and has to adapt to the unforeseen circumstances and twists of life. But the objective of education isn't perfection, is it? The objective of education is to do the best we can in order to ensure that our students are equipped with the tools they need in order to forge a brighter future. Thank you.